How in the world do you go from making drones to headphones? I don't know, honestly, but Parrot did exactly that. Their Parrot Zik headphones were a hit over the last couple of years, so they came up with a follow-up. This is the Parrot Zik 2.0. They're supposed to be better in every way. They are lighter, they're a little bit more comfortable, and they're easily the most technologically advanced headphones I've ever played with. But does that mean you should buy them? I'm not so sure. Here's the proposition. Parrot wants to give you a Bluetooth wireless headphone with the sort of sound quality that you would expect from, say, the Sennheiser Momentum, plus the active noise cancellation prowess that you get from the Bose QC25, and load them up with a boatload of features. For such a technically advanced pair of headphones, there's really not much to see here. There's just one button, and that's because all the controls are actually in the app that comes along with these headphones. We'll get to that in a second, but that lack of onboard control is what helps make them look so sleek and functional. This side right here is actually an invisible swipe control panel, and inside the headphones is a little touch-sensitive pad that understands when you're wearing them and when you're not. The only button you see here is right here, and it basically just turns the headphones on. That's it. They automatically go into pairing mode unless you specify otherwise through the app. Down below is the jack for the optional headphone cable, and below that is the charging port, and that's pretty much it. The only other visible accents are these two little chromed spots here, and those are actually microphones for the active noise canceling. As for accessories, these cables are really nice. I like the long cloth covered cable and these really stout connections both on the headphone cable and on the USB charging cable. They're extremely comfortable and lightweight. They also fit snugly around the ear, similar to the QC25. I could wear these things all day. Design on the headphones is sleek and streamlined, but that's where the simplicity ends. So here's the app. This is how you control anything you want to with the headphones. I like that there's a battery meter right front and center on the home page to keep you apprised of where you stand in terms of the life of the headphones. You can turn on or off the active noise cancellation here. It's by default on. We also have an equalizer on-off button and a concert hall button. This is a sort of DSP that's supposed to make a more spacious sound. But there's a lot more lying underneath this. Here we can turn the presence sensor on or off. Remember those two tabs we saw on the inside of the ear cup? They're there to detect whether you're wearing the headphones or not. So when you take them off, the music will stop, Bluetooth gets turned off, and active noise cancellation also gets turned off, thereby saving the battery. When you put them back on, everything resumes. This is kind of a cool feature. Say you don't want to take your phone out of your pocket, you get a phone call, the headphones will read out who's calling you so that you don't have to reach into your pocket. Here's flight mode. It's a good idea. It kills the Bluetooth and the swipe functionality to extend the battery up to 18 hours. The trouble is, in order to get out of flight mode, I've got to turn off the headphones and then turn them back on to repair. Why can't I just press the button? We're not even close to done. Let's go to the next screen here, and you'll see that there is a varying level of active noise cancellation that you can select here. You can turn it up or down as you wish, and it's going to actively monitor how much noise is around it and how much it's canceling out the noise. Here's the equalizer, and this is going to confuse most people, I think. The idea is that you can just sort of drag this ball around and go towards a vocal-centric equalizer or deep bass, I guess. I don't know. This doesn't make much sense to me. It's unlike any other equalizer I've ever checked out before. Then there's this concert hall mode, and it allows you to simulate different kinds of rooms. So you've got a silent room, living room, jazz club, concert hall, and then you can adjust the speakers in this diagram here, supposedly to put the sound more in front of you or more off to the side. And for me, it doesn't work at all. I don't get that sense of spatial change when I make these adjustments. There's also a bunch of presets for the EQ and DSP to browse through. Some are created by artists, others are sorted by genre. Just like everything else in this app, you can go deep into the rabbit hole here. So you're probably thinking, like most companion apps, you could just do without this. The problem is, you can't. This app and these headphones are inextricably linked. When you boot up the headphones, they're already in concert hall mode. And if you don't want that sound, there's no way for you to make a change unless you get into the app. And once you're into the app, you're deep into the app. So while this is great for power users who like a lot of customization or kind of geek out on these different presets, that's awesome. But if you just want to wear the headphones and have them sound good, I don't think this is the right product for you. When it comes to noise cancellation, I'm gonna say these are second only to the Bose QC25. It's very effective. It's a little bit better than the Sennheiser Momentum, and it's a little bit better than the Plantronics Backbeat Pro. As far as sound quality, look, if you can get them to play just a straight up flat sound, it's very good, but it's not as good as, say, the Sennheiser Momentum. And I can't get away from the fact that it's so complicated to customize the sound of the headphones.